If you click this video, that means you really want to change something about yourself. Most people think discipline is about waking up early or forcing yourself to work hard every day. But that's not where it starts. Discipline starts with something deeper, something most people ignore. It starts with emotion. The reason you keep failing to stay consistent isn't because you're lazy. It's because you haven't built a system that connects your actions to your emotions. Let me explain. If you only rely on motivation, you'll fail. Motivation is temporary. It comes and goes. But discipline, that's different. Discipline is the ability to do what you said you'd do, long after the mood you set it in has left you. And to build that kind of power, you have to train your brain a certain way. You have to wire your mind to respond to discomfort like a warrior. Most people run from pain. You must walk toward it. You must learn to do one thing that 99% of people never do. Keep the promise you made to yourself. That's it. That's the secret. If you say you're going to wake up at 6 a.m., wake up at 6 a.m. If you say you're going to study, study. If you say you'll stop scrolling for an hour, put the phone away. Each time you do this, something magical happens. You build trust with yourself, and that trust becomes unbreakable discipline. Because now, your brain knows you mean what you say. That's where most people fall apart. They break their own promises. Not once, not twice, but over and over again. And every time they do, they lose a little more belief in themselves, until there's nothing left but guilt and regret. But if you want to be disciplined forever, you must flip the script. You must build small wins every single day. Start with something tiny, something easy to control. Maybe it's making your bed. Maybe it's drinking a glass of water when you wake up. Maybe it's doing 5 push-ups. The task doesn't matter. What matters is that you do it every single time. No excuses. Because here's the truth. You don't become disciplined by doing hard things occasionally. You become disciplined by doing simple things consistently. And once your brain learns this rhythm, everything changes. You'll stop negotiating with yourself. You'll stop debating if you feel like it. You'll just do it. Like brushing your teeth, like tying your shoes. It becomes automatic. But it takes time. You won't see the change in a week. You might not see it in a month. But one day you'll realize you didn't skip your workout, even though you were tired. You didn't eat junk food, even though you were stressed. You didn't hit snooze, even though it was cold. And that's when you'll know it's working. You're changing. You're becoming someone new, someone powerful, someone unbreakable. And here's another trick. If you want to lock in that discipline, track your habits. Don't rely on memory. Use a notebook, an app, your wall, anything. But track it. Seeing those check marks builds momentum. You'll want to keep the streak going. And the longer the streak, the harder it becomes to break. That's how you use psychology to your advantage. That's how you outsmart your weaker self. And here's the final key. Build an identity around discipline. Stop saying, I'm trying to be consistent. Start saying, I am a consistent person. The moment you believe it, your actions will follow. Because your brain wants to act in alignment with your identity. That's why people who say, I'm bad at mornings, always hate mornings. They've made it part of their story. Change your story. Change your life. Tell yourself, I'm the kind of person who shows up. I'm the kind of person who keeps going. I'm the kind of person who finishes what I start. Say it until you believe it. Say it until it's the truth. Because it will be. You're not lazy. You're not weak. You're just not aligned yet. But you can fix that. Right now. Today. Start small. Keep the promise. Repeat. The world doesn't need more talented people. It needs more disciplined ones. Be the one who stands out. Be the one who does what they said they'd do. Be the one who is relentless, even when no one is watching, especially when no one is watching. That's what discipline really is. Doing what needs to be done long after the excitement is gone. You don't need a new planner. You don't need another motivation video. You need to look in the mirror and say, I'm done breaking promises to myself. That's how it begins. That's how you take your power back. That's how you become someone others admire. Because let's be honest, nobody respects a person who can't control themselves. Not even that person. But the moment you start keeping your word, even in silence, you start respecting yourself. You walk differently. You speak differently. You think differently. Because you know you are in control. And there's no feeling more powerful than that. So if you want to be disciplined forever, do this. Decide who you want to be, act like it, and don't stop. No matter what. Let others be ruled by emotion. Let others break under pressure. But not you. You are built different. You keep going. And that, my friend, is how you become disciplined for life.